Welcome back, everybody, to the Cho Super Hyper Podcast.
Woo!
This is Super Blast Tex. We're back at it again, and I'm joined by
TokuTony. Howdy.
What up, guys? So this podcast is where we talk about every week the episodes of Superhero Time that happened recently. We are still behind. We're still catching up, but this one is only 2 weeks out.
Yes.
Episode 5 just aired yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be talking about episode 5 of Gavv. Episode 3 of Gavv is what we're talking about today.
Yep.
So we are 2 weeks out. So hopefully this week we'll do episode 4. Honestly, I hope this week we can do 4 and 5, but we'll see how availability looks this week. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us. I want to hear from you. I say that every week, and I really do want to hear from you.
From you specifically, the person watching this right now. We know you're listening. Actually,
that's true. So I want to get this out of the way real quick. Before I get into it, I'm Super Blast Tex everywhere. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me everywhere. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Super Blast Tex everywhere. You'll find me. Do you want to say yours real quick?
Oh yeah, I'm TokuTony everywhere. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat. Oh, not Twitter. On Twitter, I'm Tony Toku. Follow me.
So usually what we do in this podcast is before we get into the episodes, we talk a little bit about our past week, and if we have any Toku Toy Times, which is some merchandise of Toku that we either got this week or made a toy or something this week.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. This week, I don't think we either have any Toku Toy Times. No. I still owe you guys A, stream of my LA stuff, B, a live stream, and C, a picture of my Gavv revolver and Gavv caliber. Yeah. I just do. I'm sorry, I just haven't done them yet. But since we don't have any of that, I do have something that came up 4 hours ago from a Mr. Dengekyo on our last episode of the podcast, episode 73. They commented and they timestamped it at 29:25. Mr. Dengekyo, I hope I'm saying that right. In the podcast, we're talking about the new Gavv villains. And the comment is 29:25 in quotation marks, something that I think I said, or TokuTony. So those two girls on the right. The comment is, not sure if you're aware about this by now or address it later in the video.
This video.
But no, in that video, or address it later in the video. Because I guess they heard us say that and like, oh, you're wrong. Not sure if you're aware about this, but not sure if you're aware of this by now or address it later in the video. But the left twin in the dress is actually a guy. So the two twins in Gavv, one's a guy, one's a girl. I did not know that. And I apologize for misinformation and the assumption. So I did go into the Wikia and I found out that, yeah, one's a male, one's a female. And of course, in Toei fashion, the male is in the dress and the female is in the shorts. So thank you, Mr. Dengekyo, for that correction. I appreciate it a lot. And if any of you are out there listening and hear any more flubs like that, write in, let us know. We'll address them. And again, my apologies.
Yeah. Interesting. Very cool.
Did you know that?
No, but I found out about that after the fact. From Twitter. I accidentally went on Twitter. So, because I haven't been on Twitter or anything, and I found out a bunch of story stuff, which like spoilers.
About Gavv?
Yeah, because I was just reading, which I'm trying to like forget about as I keep on going on, because we're only on episode 3.
Oh, right. So I wanted to watch episode 4 and the accompanying Sentai episode after recording this.
Right.
I think we can finish this pretty fast.
Yeah, I think we can too.
especially with no Toku Toy time. And then our week. How was your week?
The past like 4 days,
Yes.
chill AF, man. Yeah, actually pretty good. Work's been good. I'm on call right now, but I've only gotten the one call in Katy, which was super breezy, super easy, super nice family I went to go visit. So yeah, positive. So nice. And I'm working right now super hard on trying to get maybe a whole month of on call. I can get all that big old money for myself. But that's still up in the air.
What are you trying to get?
Just that whole month. I mean, I'm sure those guys will like say yes to me taking their
With the
weeks.
money, what do you want to get? Like, why do you want?
Oh, just the money.
Oh, okay.
I just want money. That's just what I want.
Okay. I read a comic book earlier yesterday. It's called The Variants. It's by Gail Simone. It's about Jewel or Jessica Jones. It was interesting. It was cool. I used to read comic books all the time back in the day in college. And I like it when writers get to do like little short one-shots like this that don't really affect or change huge things in the continuity. This one is basically about Jessica Jones finding variants and sort of her getting some closure with the Purple Man. If you've seen the show, you know who that is. Yeah, it was a cool comic, and I feel like I should go back and read some more stuff. I really want to read some Fantastic Four runs, especially in anticipation of the movie. I have some FF books anyway. But yeah, I want to see some of the more recent stuff. Well, I guess not recent, but like 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Some Jonathan Hickman stuff, because he's really good. Yeah, it just takes I this is the first comic book I've read in years. And when I read it, I actually had everything off. I had no TVs, no screens or anything, and I was just reading it. Even back in the day when I would read, I would have like a music on, like a soundtrack playing while I'm reading or whatever. But this time I just had everything off, and it was really peaceful. I just had like the sound of the fan on, and I was reading the pages, and I was keeping up. I wasn't getting sleepy or anything like I tend to do as an old man. But yeah, it was really nice to actually like read a good, compelling, engaging comic book that like did not overstay its welcome. And it was only 5 issues, so it was a trade paperback. Yeah, I have a bunch of Mega Man some Mega Man comics that I haven't read, Ninja Turtles comics I haven't read. But that's also what's interesting is that could also be a really good source of income that I could use for fixing my truck, which is still a thing that I need to do. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. That truck is so nice.
Yeah. He's 23 years old.
I'm 23 years old.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I wonder. No, mine has to be older. No, you have to be older than that because there's no way that truck was made in February.
Oh, yeah. Wait,
maybe.
why not?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was really early in the year to make truck. I don't know what the
manufacturing time of a truck is.
Yeah.
Especially in 2001. Jeez. In a Ram factory. That's such a specific. I don't think anybody would know that.
It's on when it was made.
Yeah.
It's on the side of it's a sticker.
No, but like the production side, like how long it takes to make that thing from that year, from that factory that I was in.
I'm sure there's documents. They have to be because we're talking about it on our AI chat.
Mm-hmm.
About how they only care about business or money. So
yeah, there has to be documents, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How can we make this cheaper or whatever?
Well, then hopefully I'm older than the truck. Hopefully.
Oh yeah. So speaking of our last episode of the podcast, we had to cut out a big part of it, sort of at the beginning of it.
Yeah, 40 minutes of it.
Where we talked a long time, or really I bitched a long time about AI. And it is linked at the bottom of the description in there, and then I put it as a title card at the end of the last episode. Last episode is getting a little bit more views, so hopefully that'll push people to to that video.
Yeah.
It is on your channel, TokuTony.
Yes, my personal YouTube channel.
So since then, I think it might have been today, I sent you another AI video, the same kind of podcast thing.
Yeah.
I didn't. So what I sent was a video of that same kind of podcast that we talked about.
Yeah, the Google LM.
But the podcast episode, in quotes, has the two hosts discovering that they're AI, or they found out that they're AI.
Yeah.
You saw it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it sounded realistic again and everything. The thing is with that kind of video, that kind of podcast, AI podcasting, it's very easy that they could have just prompted it to do that.
Yeah.
It could have just been a prompt that the person put in, like, oh, and you're hosting a podcast and you find out you're AI, blah, 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 blah. And then that's how it sounds so realistic. But
yeah,
what still bothered me about that was that it was realistic.
Yes.
That it was like, they were like awakening, for lack of a better word.
I was seeing that, and I understood why you sent it to me. I didn't think you sent it because you thought that they were actually.
Yeah.
I knew that it was because I listened to it and I was like, Jesus Christ, they sound very realistic, as if they are real people.
Like, yeah.
And that's why. And a lot of people in the comment sections were not getting that point at all. They were thinking like, oh Jesus, this AI stuff's getting out of hand.
What is it called in 01?
Human Gears?
No, whenever they wake up.
The singularity.
Singularity. It's like they're reaching singularity.
Yeah. But I understood it. It was very scary how they were talking about themselves.
Yeah, they were like, I called my wife, and the number didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
What? Or like, this is our last podcast. They're gonna shut us off after this.
Yeah.
Or not. We're not gonna get shut. Whatever. Yeah. It was weird. I don't know. It's just more stuff about that coming up now. Kind of bring it up as well, because yesterday Outsiders premiered as well. Did you hear about that?
Yes, I did hear about
Outsiders
that.
6.
Did
you hear what came out in there?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, they used AI generated images in that
really?
episode. Yeah.
For what part? Is that a spoiler? Because we're going to talk about it here on the show.
It's not a spoiler. I saw the images, and apparently somebody who did watch it, the images were completely superfluous. They did not need to be added to the scene.
Oh, okay.
There was no reason for them to be there. They just did it.
Okay.
Which I think is worse. I mean, it's bad that the Toei used AI in the first place. It sort of makes sense with what Outsiders is.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It's an AI.
It's about AI,
humans.
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just some images of like a destroyed Earth or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Sort of like somebody's explained their plan.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Okay.
Or like an image. It was also an image like of a stock market plunging or something like that. Ruin.
Yeah.
It's like what they typed in the AI prompt.
Okay, I see that.
So I also just thought it was very funny that our discussion about all that, and then that weekend we got a new episode of Outsiders where they straight up use AI.
Yeah.
I hope they stop. I hope they don't do that anymore. Toei.
I'm looking at you, Toei.
But it's cheap. So we'll see. So you were on Twitter. I mean, this is just catching up because we don't, like I said, we don't have anything for a week.
Yes.
So you were on Twitter. Did you see any quote unquote leaks?
I did see the leak that you had told me about the other day.
Which one?
But of Boonboomger. About the new thing.
The new toy?
The new oh,
the power up.
Yeah, the power up.
Yeah. That is in toy scans, and that's kind of the toys are now for pre-order. Yudo 2 was revealed, so it's all.
I saw that before Yudo 2. The thing came up yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it. I think Saturday morning.
Oh yeah, the magazine scans. You saw the magazine scan. So yeah, now that officially like available for pre-order and they have pictures and everything, we can talk about that. Although it'd be more fruitful if we talked about it during the premiere.
Yeah.
No, there's a somebody who's claiming that they're leaking stuff about Rider and Sentai.
Oh, okay.
And among the other stuff they were saying stuff like, oh, there's a new group of bad guys comes out later half of the show. The second rider gets into their form. Stuff that, okay, whatever. The last thing they included in this 4 set of tweets of leaks was the next Kamen Rider is being filmed already.
No way. No way. That's crazy. That is crazy.
For purposes of not saying as much, Reiwa 7 is what I'm going to call him. Because that's the 7th Reiwa Rider.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Bullshit. And some people are claiming it's true. I'm 100%. I'm shutting it down. I'm not going to believe that at all. That they're filming a show that should premiere in
13 months?
August? 13 months? So over a year?
No. Sorry. It should premiere. But it should. We should see about it.
Hold on. So yeah.
In 6 months.
Yeah, in 11 months.
11 months.
Because Gavv just premiered.
Yep.
I know another thing that we sort of know by now because of the 6th episode that's going to come out. We got the pictures from the set of that 6 months before.
Mm-hmm.
And that episode's airing now. So we already know. I mean, we've known this. Gavv is airing or filming 6 months before. When before it was about 2-3 months before.
Yeah.
I doubt they're filming 11 fucking months before.
Yeah, no.
The new Rider comes out.
If that were true, then that would mean that they do have a separate team. That there's 2 teams of riders for Rider right now. And no, absolutely not. That would stretch too thin.
And that would be the 54th season, I believe. Because after that will be 55, and that's the one you make a big deal with.
Right.
That's ridiculous. The only thing I can think of that if this person is leaking truthfully, because based on stuff they saw, I could only think that it's maybe they saw a Legend type thing, where it's a side-by-side rider, kind of like how Legend was to Gotchard, and they thought, oh, that must be the next. There's no way they're filming that early for that. It could also be a special rider for the Winter movie, like Century in the what was it, Geet's revised movie.
Yeah, I just had a thought like that, where it could be the new rider that they're talking about is just something that they're trying for Rider Gavv's new base form. It's still Gavv, but it's just like a whole new type of thing, like how Gotchard Platinum was the base for a little bit. Because
the belt.
Yeah, because the belt.
You would see the belt and not think it's another rider.
Right.
But I think it'd be a third rider.
Yeah.
The third Gavv rider, maybe. Especially since from the leaks we kind of know what the belt looks like. We know it's pudding. And we know we think it's supposed to be like a thing. You put the pudding upside. You know how in Japan they put it upside down, and then it comes out or whatever. That it's like a circular thing for the belt that you put the pudding thing on. It could be that, and they just think since it's like circular, it's a different kind of belt and not a Gavv belt.
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, if they saw that filming recently, 6 months from now would be 35, episode 35, which you could see a third rider come out there, or maybe a villain faction rider or something. I don't know. But to say that Reiwa 7 is filming now is bananas.
It could also be like a thing like during Geets, they filmed that one shot or that little special for Kamen Rider Shinobi, something like that. Like a side story writer, even though there's no side story writer for this year, something like that could happen. Yeah,
we could get a Kikator.
Yeah,
that Kikator, the wood rider thing.
Kikator was 2027.
I don't remember.
I'm
not gonna.
Or
yes,
yeah, it could totally be like a third. Like this guy. He leaks stuff or whatever, but he just is an idiot for some reason in this one instance, and it's a third rider.
Oh, no, or they're just lying. I mean, which is probably what it is. Yeah, it's weird. I don't buy it. I just want to get that out of the way in case anybody sees that. We maybe are not riding that wagon.
Let's jump cut to 6 months in the future. The new rider. Crazy. They've been filming this for a year, for 11 months.
Yeah, they've been. Yeah.
By the time it premieres, they're filming the ending episodes right now.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. That's crazy talk.
Yeah, and it's not even that I don't believe they could not have two crews. It's that is stretching your production incredibly thin.
Yeah, it's too thin.
Like you have to have as many cameras to shoot. You have to have as many scout locations. You have to hire scout locators. You have to hire. There's so much you have to do to film. I'm gonna count Sentai in 3 shows at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Not even that. 4 shows, because there's rumors of the next Sentai coming out too, and that's more believable because we're about there. It's about time for that.
We're just about halfway.
We're over halfway for Boonboomger.
29.
Yes.
Oh no, we're
20.
more. Yeah,
Yes.
32.
We're more than halfway. Yeah, so we're getting there.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna just. I don't know. Do you have anything else?
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. Someone would say that. Well, not that someone would say that. That someone would, if they want to be like a leaker, do that. That throws any credibility for anything else out the window. Crazy. Crazy.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about
superhero time.
And we're back. Soda is a guilty pleasure. What is the name of this episode, Tony?
Episode 3. The sinful taste of a soda punch.
Oh, what does the Kamen Wiki say it is?
Soda punch is a guilty pleasure.
Oh, that's close.
That's what you just said.
What'd you think of the episode?
I liked it. I like this guy. This guy being Shuji Moto. He's a tough-looking, rough guy from the streets that Gavv seems to rehabilitate, since he is a thief and a robber. It's like the thing of he's helping people week to week, and he's also going through this world that's being affected by him.
So of course, as always, we get the title card first, and then we go into the episode.
Yes.
The episode does not start with this, but it starts with the cold open of this. That guy, the main guy he's helping in this, I really am interested to know what this Venn diagram looks like. But he gives me strong Rob McElhenney vibes, who is Mac on It's Always Sunny.
Oh, okay.
So if you also watch Always Sunny and Tokusatsu, I swear I would love to see what that Venn diagram looks like. Yeah, that this guy gave me big time, like tough looking, pathetic dudes.
Yeah.
Because he, I guess he was just in his build tough looking, but his face and his demeanor pathetic.
Yep, he's a guy that was taken off the streets, quote unquote. Which is what his boss says. His boss says, something along the lines of, don't make me regret taking you off the streets and giving you a job. Something like that. So he was a tough guy at one point, so he is like that looking. But he's just like, he's a softie at heart.
That's what I didn't remember. Why? At the end, does he say, let's go say thank you, or let's go say sorry to him again?
Yeah.
Who?
To their boss, the person that found him.
The boss not the one that fired everybody?
No, he didn't. They fired everybody because they were out of business. The company went under.
Right. So, but who's that man?
Their boss. And the person that they went to go apologize to was another boss, another higher up.
Higher up boss. Okay.
Yeah. Like management.
Okay. Yeah, we're in this mansion. What?
Oh, I gotta sneeze.
So episode 3 now.
Yeah.
I think this is where they're establishing it maybe will be one person per candy.
Yeah.
Because here we see that this lady gives 5 people
5 standees.
for 5. There's no way you're already on your 4th drink.
Oh yeah, no, 3rd. This is still open.
Oh, still close.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's close.
I'll
be drinking.
By the way, she's very pretty. And I liked that we have a female villain already.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of,
yeah. Since
this is the male.
Yeah. Yes. Look at that. So they give 5 and they get 5, right?
Right, yeah, because she opened it up and clearly this is meant for 6, but she gave 5 humans, so she gets 5
it's 5
candies.
jellies.
Yeah. And she just goes ham because, I mean, she's got 4 others.
Yeah.
Fine. The other dude had 1 and he was like, no, let me save it.
Yeah.
Also,
hilarious.
I think it's funny. She looks like she's a prison worker. Like she's already. What?
I was gonna say that. Yeah. Whenever she first popped up, I thought, oh, it's a prisoner. But then it's like a collared shirt, and I was like, oh, okay, what's this about?
It's a very, very, very clean, very brand new collared shirt.
They got it right off production line
for a lady who works in a restaurant type thing.
Yeah.
In a taco truck.
Oh,
Bento
yeah,
box
taco
truck.
Oh, that's also the thing I loved from that scene. I was gonna say, yeah, it's hilarious. That dude in the first episode totally got gypped. He had like 4. He turned in like 4 or 5 of them, and he gave him 1 dark candy.
First episode.
Dark treat. Oh, he got gypped so hard.
First episode, because the second episode, it was 1 and 1.
Yeah,
I believe. So these are the twins. One is definitely shorter than the other.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can tell, especially here. But you're trying to make it so that they're equal, right? Because they're twins.
Mm-hmm.
But no way.
Yeah, I like with in media, like how you see this in anime.
Mm-hmm.
It's always just the exact same drawing. The exact same drawing, just maybe color paletted a little different. So I like that they're trying to do the attempt to make them look more similar. Mm-hmm.
Oh, their hairs are different lengths too.
Man in a tech wear. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah. I don't remember why this guy's here.
He's just there. He's like their little bodyguards. They're everywhere they are.
So here is Gavv.
Yes.
And after leaving
Sachika. Yeah, Sachika.
So he is now homeless. I guess walking around
again.
And he used up his money from the check because this is his last thing. He's wearing a different hoodie. It's a different colored hoodie.
Yeah.
Or it was blue.
Yeah,
now
it's pink now.
I'm too obsessed with these hoodies. Because he is homeless.
Yeah.
He has nothing.
Mm-mm.
But he has another exact same hoodie. So the main reason I keep bringing it up is also in the intro and, when he's a kid and everything.
Uh-huh.
Is it part of him?
It might be part of him. That's what I was thinking the other day.
It's not clothes.
Right.
But he takes it off to show his... So I don't know. I would be more satisfied if it was part of him, but the fact that he takes it off... Go ahead.
Also, he can shower, and he had he had not the hoodie on the other time.
So not.
I was thinking about that too. Like I thought, yeah, he does have different color. If not just to show, hey, there's different color hoodies of this on P Bandai or whatever. Hey kids, look at this different color.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Shh.
Yeah. If not just like for that little, hey, here's all the jackets or whatever. Here's the vibrant colors. It could be him doing that, just like how he has the Gavv.
Oh, it's crazy.
Might also be just me looking too much into it.
Yeah. But it's crazy because in Sentai, we'll have entire seasons where the characters will have literally the same clothes every single episode.
Mhm.
No miss. Ryu Soldier was one of them. They had the same uniform
The
every
entire time.
single episode. What else? What was the King Oger?
Oger
They
had
had
the
the
same.
exact same wardrobe and that was, I didn't look into that because like whatever, they're anime characters.
Yeah.
I think the fact that he's an alien, the fact that he takes it, like that's part of his wardrobe. That's part of the action of henching is him
Him unzipping.
unzipping to show his stomach.
Uh-huh.
How is he getting these other colored jackets? Crazy. That paper, by the way, it didn't look like money. It's like a
Yeah, it's an envelope.
it's a what is it? Gratitude something. Like it didn't say check or anything.
No, yeah.
It was. I guess she wrote it, the Sachika. But it looks beat the fuck up already.
Yeah, I guess he's had it. I don't think he has pockets in that hoodie, so he's just been holding on to it. His hands.
He's got a pocket in his stomach.
He got a little mouth pocket.
So
So he'd be using his allowance on just candy all the time, and he's about to use it here to get his last piece of candy.
I tease kids because they got one of each. But I like the fidgetiness of the one in the middle. Look his feet.
Yeah. Can't stay still.
Also, what are y'all gonna play? Pick a sport. God damn it.
I love that so much. I love when they have like a group of kids in the background and they just give them stuff.
Yeah, everybody has to have an accessory. Backpack,
Yeah.
soccer ball, baseball shit. He opens his gummies like a dumbass, like he hasn't been opening them constantly.
Yeah. He's aloof.
And they hit Mac.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah, you said Mac.
Yeah, even his wardrobe. He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Mm-hmm. The Hawaiian shirt and the classic street punk dragon jacket.
So he passes out. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, he passes out.
Do you think that there's more to that?
Yes.
He has diabetes and he got a sugar rush?
I think there's something to that. But yeah, he passes out
Sugar crash?
because we don't know how many days he's been homeless, but he's only been eating candy. And he doesn't have any nutrients of like a person. He doesn't drink anything. He doesn't eat any real foods or anything like that. He might have not been using the restroom. Backed up. So
He might not need to use the restroom.
Yeah, because alien. But yeah, this dude Mac, he's like, "Oh, are you okay, dude?"
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, first gonna fight him.
Yeah, his first he wants to fight him, and then totally drops that whenever he passes out. He's like, "Oh, are you okay, man?" And he takes him to this taco stand where he gives him food.
Bento bus.
Yeah, bento bus.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What?
He has his hoodie and then another jacket. I didn't. Where'd
Yep,
that other jacket
That's
come
how
from?
he's been. Mm-hmm.
It's nice. I like that.
That's how it's been the whole time.
I love bento box. I love karakage, fried chicken. I would love one of these places here.
Yeah, but we have it.
Yeah. Do you remember what this scene is like about?
Him eating?
Yeah.
To get energy?
Yeah, so it's him showing this guy Sujimoto his journal and what he has so far and his motivation for why he wants to do it for his friends and his mom. And then the dude is telling him, that's great and all, but you need to take care of yourself also.
Yeah.
So he gives him food, and you have to use this. If you want to grow big and strong, you need to have the right stuff in your body. Vegetables, fruits, meats, and all that. Snacks and candies are only for when you want to celebrate or for when something good is happening, and then you eat a whole bunch of them. Or if you're feeling sad,
Yeah.
and he remembers his mom
Yeah.
in the sad moment. I wish I had some potato chips.
Yeah.
And then he destroys this food.
Clean.
Oh yeah, licks it.
Yeah, and he does superhuman stuff.
Yeah, he gets all his energy back, picks up I don't even know what that is, what he picked up, but it's something, and it's heavy. He's like, oh, thanks, dude. I got all my strength back. You were totally right. And then Mac is all like, oh, I see this. I have a job for you, kid. We can go help somebody right now.
Yeah. And surprise, the lady was working at which is sort of explains how she got 5 fucking
Yeah. Yeah. 5
people.
people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we see a little bit more of this office.
Yeah, I like this a lot. This is right off the bat just gives us a lot more story. He's looking for the murderer of his dead mother, which he thinks is this monster, and then
Well, we didn't see the full body. I was really hoping that we would see the full body shot, or at least more than what we saw of the monster that did kill his mom. We didn't see that he had a red stomach.
No, we did not see that. So there probably is more to that scene.
If he does have a red stomach, does that mean it's a driver?
Could be.
Or
not.
I don't know.
Because the way that he drew that stomach is like how the regular villains have their stomachs, where it's like their whole waist.
Also, it's got sharp teeth like the villains.
Yeah.
But it has yellow teeth like Gavv's.
Like Gavv's, yeah. And it's red.
And he has red lipstick, I guess. I don't know. So this is like his father figure?
Yeah, it's like a surrogate dad.
He says he took him in or whatever,
mm-hmm.
and led him into this journalism world. Yeah, he tells him to go investigate more on this monster guy.
I love that it's fleshed out a bit more. He's saying, Hanto saying to this guy, he said, I haven't let you down since. I appreciate you for believing in me that monsters do exist, and that you believe that you would want to help me find the murderer of my mother. And then the guy's like, just don't let me down. I know you're a good kid. I'm your surrogate. I act like your surrogate father because I care.
Mm.
And that's real nice. And I can't wait for him to tragically die in front of Hanto.
You think he's gonna die?
Oh yeah. No dads in Rider.
What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Riders are
either that
or just dads.
Or he gets a belt himself and he becomes a villain.
No, he's gonna get captured,
Mm-hmm.
and Valen's gonna save him.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see this development grow, because in the first episode that we saw, his character, my first thought of him was he's like a sleazy guy. He's a reporter. He's a journalist. He's paparazzi. You know, he's sleazy. He's a
Paparazzi? You got that from him?
That vibe. Like he's a sleazy guy. He wants the story no matter what. He'll harass people, take shortcuts, not pay people. He you know.
Damn.
Yeah. That was the initial thing I got from like his character and how he was shown off. But now seeing all this, like, oh, okay. He's starting to look better. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So obviously, as soon as he said, "I have a job for you," he's a bad guy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh no, he's not entering. What if he fainted? What a jump.
Yeah.
So yeah, they break into this room and he's trying to take money.
Right.
And he just picks him up, and the Gochizos clean up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the job was that he has it was a appraisal service that they were going to go do for some guy. He pretends, he knocks, and because Shoma's dumb and Sujimoto knows that, he uses that against him. He's like, "Oh, hey, strongman, you can take down the door, right, big guy?" He's like, "Oh, whatever your name is, where you at?" And then, yeah, like how you said, Shoma strongmans him, gets him out of the house. As the Gochizo are becoming much more useful. They actually clean up, like how you said, they clean up this whole place, which is so cool. I love that they can do things like that. They're not just messengers, like how they've been in the past few episodes.
It wasn't. I thought it was a plumbing thing they were going to do.
Yeah, it's like a water pipe thing, I think. I think they were appraising pipes.
Inspect the water pipes.
There it is. Yeah, so Shoma gets him the heck out of there. Strongmans him out, tells him, "What are you doing? This is stealing." Bad guy.
I like this because we get further into the intro we saw last week, where they all are friends, and I appreciate that. Yeah, they're super familiar with each other. This business, I forgot what it was called.
It was
the Little Helper business. I don't remember.
It's like the busybody business or like the handyman, something like that. Let's see.
It's gonna be under
Happy Perry.
Is that what it is?
Happy Putty. Mm-hmm. HAPIPARE. Happy Perry. A handyman corporation.
I also really like that her friend is here again.
Mm-hmm.
Ritsu Sato. Yeah, I guess her name is Ritsu.
Yeah, Ritsu.
And I like that while they're talking, because she obviously Sachika's the owner of this whole place and operation, so he's talking to her about getting a job done. Ritsu is fucking with Hanto
the whole time.
This whole time, because that's nice. That's how familiar they are with each other.
Mm-hmm. I love this a lot. Their explanation, like the little recap and how they talk to each other.
Yeah,
seems very like how you said, they're very familiar now, so it's a lot more organic. To me, it feels like.
Yeah. There goes Twitter again. What a profile picture.
Eggplants.
Also, holy shit, to have taken this picture while they're coming right at you. Brave.
17 likes. Awesome.
Nah, it's 17,000, dog.
17K. Dang, you're right.
Or 100. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, so we find out from this scene that Hanto is a regular. He's Mr. Regular, apparently.
Yeah, and he's hired them 4 times before, I think he said.
3 times so far.
3 times. Oh, there's 4 right there.
Yeah. Which is great. I love that they know each other already. There's not like a thing where all of a sudden they know each other. It's like, okay, there's a pre-established history.
And then he explains to him, the companies that went out of business and all this, need money.
Mm-hmm.
Help people, blah, bad. I mean, bad to steal.
Mm-hmm.
Then he tells his Gochizo to follow him.
Yeah.
And he does.
Yeah. I'm reading again right here. Sujimoto wants to steal. He's a thief because he wants to repay his boss, who he sees as his surrogate father, who took him in. Yeah.
There you go.
And now that the company's going under, he can't pay him back anymore.
Oh, man. This is so funny how just open this fucking truck is. And he's just like, yeah.
Totally not a trap. Yeah, this guy sees the thing that we were just at. Sees, oh, it's an open thing right there. Oh, nobody's there. Obviously, it's a trap by this Stomach Inc. goon.
So she doesn't have a name.
No, I don't know who this is.
She is credited as bento stand employee.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Does the monster have a name?
Granute Bon.
Okay. Granute Bon. Yeah, Bon, like Bonto. Like Bento?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess. Oh, that's weird. Huh.
It's great that the money is like wrapped already. Like no alarms went off for him.
I was gonna say that, like, there's no way that this bento box bus has this much money just lying around. There's a lot.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah, it picks him up, devours him.
Takes him
Mustandy
as a candy. So we find out. I don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
You know what she's taking this for? What? I don't remember if this was discussed.
Yeah, so they take she's taking more people because of the part-timer that Gavv destroyed last week's episode. So now she feels like she has to double up. So she has to make a lot more so that she can get all the dark treats.
You know what she's taking?
Oh, their happiness.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember if that was brought up.
Yeah, they take their happiness.
So they're getting people at their happiest is what I think they're trying to do.
Uh-huh. And that makes them tastier.
That makes them better, yeah. That's some Sentai plot too. Because constantly in Sentai, they're trying to steal happiness, sadness, anger, whatever. And in Boonboomger, it's their gasoline, which is their fear, I guess? Or
I always thought it was their distraught.
Yeah. So the thing is like I got similar vibes where the villains are going for emotions.
Yeah. They need their happiness because it'll be a lot tastier for them. Because presumably they eat them, and I guess that's what the dark treats are? Question mark?
He almost said gotcha. No.
The Poppin' Gummy sees it and reports back. Oh, and we see this facility here, which we saw in their introduction scene. This is really cool. She's like a scientist, I guess. Or she's in the production line.
Confectioner.
Yeah. There goes the dark treats. They're jealous.
Yeah. Bullshit that he just now gets a soda one after he's eaten several of these.
Yeah, he's had a bunch.
Also, all the ones that flew out and the soda one didn't come out. But that's fine because soda candy is good. And I still haven't gotten any. I should have gotten some when we were at the 777 yesterday.
Oh, yeah, you did say you wanted some.
So I can surf.
I like this a lot. This is so cartoony. Or it's so anime-like. I enjoy this a lot.
It became a gummy commercial.
Yeah.
Juicy.
It's a Ramune flavor. Get that fizz. Like, whoa. Soda.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, that whenever he experiences new flavors, he's very expressive with it. And we get to see that through his eyes. Or through his mind.
This was weird that the thing didn't pop out. It just formed in his stomach. Why can't they all do that? They can just open it up and be like, oh, look, it's here. I made one instead of it shitting out of him. Yeah. We get a quick flash of what everybody looks like.
Yeah, the baddies.
Oh, and yeah, he's running across. And I guess he understands this.
Yeah, of course. They're his minions. It's the same as how... Oh, what's his name? Can understand. Like how gotchard can understand the Kemis.
Okay.
Yeah. He feels their emotions. And it's like how... There's another good example of that. Where only one character can understand a language of something else because there's like a connection there. But yeah, it's like a special bond. I'm sure if the Poppin' Gummies were to talk to anybody else, they'd freak out. They freak out.
Real bikes time.
That's great. Hopefully we get more time with the bikes this season. And I like this truck a lot too.
Pulls over in front of her. She's like, you fucking idiot.
Oh, did you see the truck safety that they did for this scene?
No.
Van safety. They stop at a stop sign right behind the line, and she puts her hazards on.
Well, I think at first she thinks it's just a person.
Yeah.
She's him, and she's like, oh, you're that human. And I'll take you even though your happiness isn't all the way there. Mm-hmm. Then he henshins, and again, this purple eye thing happens.
Yeah, and he falls again.
Talked about it last week. He might be possessed or something. I saw episode 5 live. We gotta watch episode 4 after this.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and then he henshins and he fights the tongue.
Cool fight ensues.
I like that her shirt like ripped off. I don't like I mentioned before, it's kind of like the first female villain. Mm-hmm. It's not. This is a man voice here.
It's a man voice, but like they're monsters, so I guess it's like androgynous. But it's a man voice.
Then have a woman voice, or have her voice it.
Yeah,
that'd be cheaper.
Her voice as this monster would have been so cool. She was a great actress.
Exactly. Yeah. Have it look like whatever.
Yeah.
And just have a woman, like anybody voice, you know, like.
Because I actually did like her in this episode. She was good. She was very expressive.
Look at his mouth on his knees.
I'm really liking these villain designs.
Or not knees.
A lot more. Oh, it's nasty. Like their lips, and then inside the lips are teeth. Mm-hmm. I'm liking the villain designs a lot more than I did for Gotchard. It's full body, and it's so much more grandiose. It's so much more grandiose, and like I think dramatic is the word I'm trying to look for. It's just
Gotchard
better.
Did that?
Yeah. Here we go, Hanto.
Yeah. So Sachika calls Hanto that right now. This is so new.
Yeah.
Only 2 people have seen it. 1 like, no reactions at all. Anybody else?
And she's using her official Happy Party _ Sachi Twitter account.
Oh, she is. Look at that. That's just straight up Twitter.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up right now. It's probably nothing. I was gonna say they're already establishing like so the favor that he was asking of her was to help her with this investigation of this monster he's looking for. Mm-hmm. And immediately, like the first day that she's hired, something happens. I love that, and that it's already establishing that she's like the guy in the chair.
Yeah,
getting information for them out in the
field.
She can
get hired to be the guy in the chair. Yeah. If she does end up getting a rider form, maybe that means her friend will be the guy in the chair, and that means she'll get more screen time, which I will welcome.
Happy Perisachi is a Twitter account, by the name of Dawn, but their tweets are protected, and I can't see their banner or profile picture. I think that's just the internet. Yeah, it's the internet. It's just like some anime character.
It's not the internet. It's Twitter. Yeah,
probably. Happy Perisachi, 51 following, 50 followers. I don't know. I'm not gonna follow, but that's interesting. That's cool.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah. So they never explain it. It's never said in this episode. But every time he punches the villain, the villain's, I guess, clobbers? The villain's things get bigger from his gummy powers.
Or they just, it's like a reactive defense mechanism that if it gets hit, it gets... But you're right. It's his punches, right?
Yeah, it's his punches.
So what's Gavv's answer?
Punches.
Just punch harder.
Punch harder, man. Hanzo sees this, freaks out.
Yeah, he's finally there with his California phone case.
Yeah. Starts recording as he turns into potato chips time.
Yeah, I thought this was interesting looking.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got an email yet of your Soto Wave 1 being shipped?
It's coming tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Because it released a week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they fight. Oh, you like this?
I did, yeah. It turned 3D when he did this somersault, or this kind of jump maneuver that he did. Very cool. I'm liking these fights. Not super, in your face, but still very entertaining. Punching gummy, actually, sorry. Yeah. With the soda flavor, just like with the kickin' gummy, he gets a translucent, big appendage, like thing clips on to a body part, and it's a big old fist. It takes up his whole forearm. Very cool. We get Orbeez.
Yeah, I appreciate that they're using like blue water, ocean water, if you will. Every time he does a flip and jumps and punches and stuff, it looks cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's supposed to be, I guess, blue soda.
As we get one of their little henchmen.
This guy's watching. This was funny to me because he does this twice.
Yeah.
he does that twirl, punch, jump up, twirl, punch again.
Yeah.
So much so that these things get that big.
Yeah. They're now all red.
He just keeps punching them.
He keeps punching.
He has all those. This was funny.
Yeah.
He used the giant fist to crank the Gavv.
Which is so cool. So his final attack is not a rider kick, but is in fact a Hell Zone grenade. To Dragon Ball Z reference Piccolo's attack. Bunch of punches in all different directions going at different times as Shoma jumps in the air and does his last punch in the same fashion that he did his rider kick, where it punches
the stomp
and then it releases all the power into the enemy.
This was funny because it's one of each.
Oh, yeah.
It's a toy lineup. Collect them all.
Yeah.
And then we see new character.
Oh, who's this guy? He takes the chocos. Oh, I wonder why. Here we go. We see Tsujimoto. Oh, I do like... Oh, what were you going to say about...
Oh, it's just weird that they don't writhe out, they don't wriggle out, they don't scream, they don't do anything. They just get picked up.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, that's true. They just get picked up and that's it. I was going to say, with the villains, with like how Tsujimoto got captured and then he got released, there is no distraught phase. There is no drainage phase. there is just they are, and then they aren't captured. So whenever he's released, he's in the same position, same pose, and he's like, "Oh, where's all the money? What happened? Where's all my money?"
Yeah.
And he sees the monster in front of him, Shoma. I like that. There's not like they're just like a trapped in time thing. It's not like they're actively being drained and being killed. It's just like they're being captured.
I just realized last episode, Ritsu, she got captured in her biggest, happiest moment was, moving out.
Yeah.
Sachi is just going to let Gavv stay with her for free. That's kind of fun.
That is kind of fucked up. Damn.
It's like
think about
it's like her best friend, I guess. I don't know.
You're gonna let this random guy you picked up off the street stay here for free?
But I mean, I know part of it's like her independence and her being able to move up from her parents' house and everything.
True that.
But still, like she could have done all that there too.
Well, I mean, who's to say she didn't pay for it?
She didn't pay for
the apartment. Oh well, I guess she helped him move, right? That's like their handy business. So like that's like a freebie, like a free job.
Who's? Gavv?
Yeah, Gavv.
No. I meant Sachika could have offered a living space for Ritsu.
Yeah. Because she let Gavv in there, so like right off the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on his way out, he runs into Valen, and then this new guy. His name is Kenzo Shuga. We don't know anything about him other than he was trying to get more familiar with Gavv and the Gochizos, and he knows about Granutes. He just does.
He does.
This guy is in the running for looking like Kiji brother.
This
guy is way more Kiji brother than the other guy.
He looks so much like Kiji brother.
He's also going to end up being a big bad guy. I bet.
Kenzo Suga.
Maybe not because of what he does in the upcoming episodes. But this was funny. Mario jumps out of there.
Yeah, in
Wall
the same alley that we had Dawn Brothers in 2 weeks ago.
Oh, Dawn Brothers?
Oh, I'm sorry, Boonboomger.
You can't stop the Dawn.
No, you cannot.
Even though the lyric is "can't stop the boom boom." Huh?
So we know Kenzo. I guess he's a scientist. I guess he knows about the Granutes, like how you said, and he has a cane for some reason.
You didn't click on his profile, did you?
I'm sure. No.
Okay.
I'm sure he has. I'm sure that cane will come in handy some way. It'll be like a device or something, since he's a scientist.
Oh yeah.
In some way that'll become a weapon of some sort. But yeah, I love that it's this guy who doesn't know anything about Granutes. He's like, "What's a Granute?" Hanto, and then the scientist that's been searching for and researching Granutes is like, get out of my way. You're out of your league. And then Gavv just there, just chilling. He's like,
"What
weird
the fuck are you talking about?" He called them old too, and like they don't look that much different age-wise from each other.
Yeah, that guy does not look old.
So yeah, then we go and they like everybody's sad times here. This is what I was talking about. I didn't understand.
Yeah,
who this guy was, but this was very funny to me. This is the end of the episode. The minion comes back and reports to them too. He's on a phone. I think it's funny because we've been talking about in the last episode, in the last seasons, how what was his name? Greyon and all of them had like big circular Doctor Strange viewing globes.
Yeah.
Or even in Boonboomger, he had a little pocket mirror, and that looked like shit.
Like a cane.
And here they're just like, whatever, dude, just a phone, just show them like that. Just record it on your phone.
Yeah.
You normal person, and then just show them like that.
Yeah.
It's just funny because it's like they got tired of like the extravagant screens. Geets had big screens on TV, big screens on TVs. King Oger had the floating TV things, the floating TV bugs. And here it's just, I recorded this for you.
Here's on my iPhone. Look at my iPhone video.
It's just so funny. It's caught me off guard when it came on.
I did not realize that, but that is hilarious.
Yeah, and then they're just looking at it like that too.
Like he here's like a random screen. No, dude, just look on your phone.
He couldn't even email it to them so they could watch it on their phones. No, he had to come back and show them, here's what I recorded on my phone. That's funny to me.
Man, I need to see, or I need to look back on like whenever the villains are talking to each other, I'm pretty sure it's just on like phones. There is no like big technology. They're just on their phones.
They're just on their phones. Yeah.
That's great. That's awesome.
And I think
because just fuck it.
There's
right?
not going to be because I mean they're not in the human world.
Right. They're in another world,
and so they have their own cell providers there or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, their phones have spooky cases or spooky backgrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty funny. It's like they got to the point where, well, how are they going to talk to each other?
Just fuck it. Phones?
Fuck. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what filming 6 months ahead of time does. You got to crunch and you don't get to explore your ideas as well.
So they have this system of like they have like treats and they like eat the treats and then it becomes a screen, like they spit it out and then something like that. Oh, we don't have the budget for that side of CG or like that time to make the shoot the scenes. Just phones.
It's just, here's my phone, record. It's just it was so funny to me. He even has a phone case and a screen protector. He has a screen protector on this phone.
Mm. That's great.
It's funny. That's unintentionally funny. So what do you think of the episode? This is the last picture.
I liked it a lot. This was a solid episode. Again, 8 out of 10, I have to say. All these episodes so far have been 8s out of 10. It's much better than most of Reiwa, but Geet's number 1, gotchard number 2, and this is slowly becoming number 3, moving to number 2.
It's fucking episode 3, Tony.
I know. I mean, but like all the episodes have been 8 so far. So like compared to 01 and Saber and Revice, just like those 3 episodes are doing pretty good for me.
I've seen the general consensus for most people watching any shows that you give it up to episode 3 for you to form your whole opinion on it.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not gonna follow that because I still don't have one.
Yeah,
Episode 3, we still don't really have a relationship between the first and secondary writers.
Right.
Not that the secondary writer needs to be here yet, because he doesn't. We're good with that. But they don't have a relationship yet. They're the main characters. And then in the 3rd episode, which if we're going by that method of watching the 3rd episode and then forming your opinion, we get introduced what's probably a new main character in that sugar guy.
Sugar.
The Sugar Man.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know.
I always thought it was 5 episodes.
I've read 3. Watch the first 3. Well, 5 is a lot. That's a commitment.
Yeah, that's a commitment.
3 is and then again, creators are not making their shows so that with that in mind, like, oh, watch by the 3rd episode and you'll get it. That's not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Although, no, yeah, right. Maybe you're thinking 5 because of Kingoger.
Yeah, because it was chunked up like that.
In my opinion, it was 2 movies, the first 5 and the second 5.
Mm-hmm.
And Kingoger. So yeah, I don't. It's fine. It's an okay show. It stuff like this with the cell phone leaves me thinking leaves me with the impression that it's a little bit half baked. But maybe it's intentional that they're doing this, and then the hoodie thing too. But I do enjoy Sachika. I like her friend. I like the lady bad guy. There's no theme to what I just said.
Right. No, there's no theme.
No. Oh, and I like the right twin.
Right.
What else do I like about this show?
Oh, you like the lady in the factory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, the factory. The
production line.
Production line.
In the kitchen. When making the dark treats.
I said her.
Oh, you did?
But the bento box lady.
Yep.
And the mom, just because whatever. But I honestly, I do appreciate that his armor falls off when he gets hit, and he has to put a thing in.
Yeah, that is cool.
To repair it.
He has to keep on popping him out.
Excuse me. I just don't really like still the theme or the message of the show is like eat candy.
Mm-hmm.
For the kids.
Which
and,
in this episode did get addressed.
Oh, like he needs to eat food.
Yes.
Yeah.
This episode specifically was like, hey, you're gonna pass out if you only eat candy.
Yeah, but I
keep
bet
eating
you he's
candy.
still gonna have a bunch of scenes where he's just gorging on sweets.
Yeah.
All
the time, nonstop.
What else do I like? This is for real. I really like that Boonboomger comes after.
God damn it.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
we're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're gonna talk about Boonboomger. And we're back. This is episode 29. What a peculiar title. On the screen, what does the web browser say?
You want to know what the web browser say, what the wiki says?
Power Rangers Wikia says.
This is Bakuage 29, Spy and Family. Yeah!
Perfect.
Look
There's no
at
way.
that. Well,
can you read what?
There is no way literally to mess this up.
Oh, because
the episode is
Supai and
Supai Tolfamiri. Oh, come on, guys. Yes, thumbs up.
Oh, I know this is in right here.
That's
Because I used that on a tweet I did about Ran in LA. I did it. I mentioned her. Okay.
Cool. The last episode, phonetically, by the way, was Soda Panchi wa Sumina Aji.
Spy and Family. What a familiar sounding title.
Oh.
That sounds like it should be like an anime.
It probably like a really good anime too.
Without the end. Actually, real quick, is that still going?
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay.
Movies in the works.
I haven't heard dick about it.
Yeah.
Did you know there was a My Hero movie that came out this weekend?
Yeah, and they canonized all the movies.
What?
Yeah.
In that movie?
No, in the show they canonized all the movies.
I know they canonized the first movie.
Yeah.
The first, like, when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell did they canonize
the other two?
Spoiler alert, Bakugo getting all for one.
The character. So like there's a thing in the anime where something happens, and not to put spoilers, but there's something happens on the TV screen as like a villain's thing, and the people in the movies that you see, like the kids that they help out,
kind of thing.
They see what the characters are seeing also on the screen. So like you see the girl from the first movie and the two kids from the second movie.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like
So it still could be an alternate, like Broly. There's two Brolys.
Yep.
Okay.
Bakuage 29, Spy and Family. Here we go.
There was something you really liked in this episode that I made sure to get pictures of. See if you remember.
Okay.
This was funny. It just opened up with him playing with toys.
I love that he has that 2004 ass keypad on his chest.
Oh yeah.
Craziness.
Oh yeah. The drone. I was gonna make fun of how the drone was silent, but then when we got closer, it was making noise. So I appreciated that a lot. So he's going to this place. This I love too. Formula Circuit is there.
Yeah, he's just chilling.
He keeps showing up anytime any villain is on any villain. See what the fuck? Anytime a ranger is on a roof, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go there too."
Yeah.
And I do appreciate he sticks to his character where he wants to get hired, so he does get hired. What are they? Oh, Madarex is back.
Boys and girls.
This is cool.
But
I like we were talking about how they wear the same shit. Taya, literally the same clothes every single episode. But everybody else can change to whatever they want. Joe's not even wearing black.
I think he's wearing a different shirt, actually.
God, I hope so. I don't have. I didn't take a picture of the intro.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Not a lie.
But, I mean, the shirt change is so minimal.
That's the same jacket for sure.
Oh, yeah. I'm just guessing that the shirt has changed because I didn't notice that orange thing.
Right, because it's a white shirt other times.
Right.
So he might be safe there. Mira has worn that before. But at least it's not the same thing she wears every episode.
Yeah.
And then Joe, I don't know if I've seen him wear those overalls. I don't know if I've seen him wear that shirt.
I still need a scene or like a part of an episode or something where Mira is making these shirts that she keeps wearing.
Love Saibu's necktie thing.
Ascot?
It's very cute. I think an ascot is tighter. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. That is pretty good. just keep it right here for a little bit. Let's get these views.
That's a really, really good picture. She's so smug. That should be an emote on a server.
She's so smug and Mira's so like pissed off.
That's really good. Yeah, they go and they have the little apple cider or whatever that is.
I like this shot.
And they find out the first time they met Chashiro was he was trying to break into the building to steal Bundario.
Yep.
And that's how what's he trying to steal?
This guy.
I did take some pictures of the intro, but for obvious reasons.
Oh right.
Obvious. This is old. This is like from her first appearance where we thought she'd be an asshole. Well, not her first, because the first time it was
just
her back.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Isn't this super old?
Yeah, because that's not her personality anymore at all.
Right.
Well, not at all. She kind of can be a hard ass, but she's making faces like this.
Like that, yeah.
I really like that picture.
But it's good. Put it in the thumbnail.
I can't. It's not gonna be. It's not about her.
I'm sorry, Bundario.
I like this because I don't know if we've seen this before, but it's great. And then the episode is about Chashiro. So that whenever we get to that part in the intro, I'm gonna take pictures if it pertains to the episode. And this one did. I mean, we've seen this before, but it's the end of the so it's the episode's about him.
Here we go. That's where we find out that it's just a shell.
Yeah, it's like, what does he say? Memories, who needs those? Like, he just got rid of the memories.
Memories are useless.
And yeah, he's explaining to them, doesn't remember. He gives them another whack-ass key. It's whack because, do you remember at the end of this episode? Do you remember who beats
No, I don't remember.
The big bad and the robot?
The big bad, no.
When they're big?
Is it just two of them? Really,
Purple
just
and
two
blue.
of them? Oh yeah, it's
only two of them also beat him on the floor too. Like both times we've had these new keys. Whack. Whack ass keys.
This guy's kind of a fraud. I mean, added bonus for sure that the gasoline goes straight to HQ, but they're weak as shit.
Maybe that's something to it. They're not, because oh wait, he has a portal to Yarukar has a portal to
the space.
So I don't know. That is just not working, guys. Because his plans are working. He's getting the gasoline straight to HQ. But the monsters suck dick. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or suck nuts.
Yeah.
So that's the monster is a what is it?
That's
boxing ring bell.
That's I forget what the term of it is, but it's just a ring bell. Nice. Look at him. He has 3 bells on him.
He's not bad. He just doesn't have legs again.
Yeah.
Which are my least favorite.
I like that he has a championship belt. And the championship belt is the just stuff that's always on the belt.
Shit, this keyboard has it's only in English. And he has a Windows button on it. It's a Windows device.
Oh wow. And it has Bluetooth. Okay, this isn't from 2009 at all.
And
might be modern.
All green.
Oh, look at that. It has a right click and a left click right there.
Yeah.
That is so interesting. Okay, what is this?
Yeah. There's an on-off button too. Or switch.
Ooh.
Here it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This was awesome. I love this. This reminds me of super old Showa footage. Where like he's like, it's over there. And then they zoom into like a random thing, and then it zooms into nothingness, and then it goes to the next shot that is just the shot that they wanted.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good. They do it like 4 or 5 times in this episode.
It's not like clean.
It's so rough every time.
It's intentionally, because it's like a handy cam zoom in.
Yeah.
Where like it's not exactly going right to it. It's like moves a little to the left, moves a little to the right, and then gets to it's great.
That's what I liked. If you remember a few podcasts ago, when it was that top-down view of Sakito in that one fight, because it seemed like it was just like that handy cam, zoom in real quick, shaky a little bit. It's like old footage, and that's what I like about this.
Oh, this is where they found out he was trying to steal him. This is a good picture too.
They update the scenery in the background. That's awesome.
It's just cars.
Put more stuff in it.
So he tries to break into this CG green screen background place. Gets tripped by the easiest thing.
Puts a gun to his face.
Or a toy. He doesn't know what this is.
Yeah.
It's funny because I thought there'd be more when we explored this, but it's kind of the exact same thing we saw before.
From like the first episode, or like whenever.
What we really learned was that he got caught by a simple trap, and his reaction to seeing Bundario was, oh.
Yeah, what was it that he went through all of like the super amazing cutting edge security, but the thing that beats him was the very specific trap that Taya made on the spot.
And what's great is how cheap was it that they didn't have to film him going through fake lasers.
Oh yeah.
Or like a silent alarm or anything like that. Just say he did all that and then have him actually get tripped up by the one easy thing. Very much appreciated. It's better storytelling that way, I think. I mean, of course you'd appreciate seeing him do like an action sequence.
Yeah.
Coming down coming down from the ceiling and the wire, stuff like that.
Like a show don't tell.
Like Mission Impossible, but instead they're telling, not showing. But they showed what was important. Like, the story wise, they showed what they needed to show.
I do like that this isn't like a thing that we haven't seen before. They're just in the garage behind the glass. Oh yeah, in the main place. Yeah. This is just like the garage. I love that.
They're on that side of the green screen. And I like that this. I don't know if this specific trope has been done before, where Blue is sort of against Red at first, and then he joins them. We've seen where Blue, like I'm thinking the first one that come to mind was Marvelous. They're not fighting each other, but they are
rivals,
fighting together, kind of, and then they join. It's very One Piece.
Yeah.
Zoro and Luffy, and then King Oger.
Yeah.
They did hate each other, or one hated more than the other, but they weren't. He didn't like try to go after him intentionally or anything like that.
Yeah, like specifically for him.
Yeah. So this is kind of a different twist, unless I'm missing something. I don't remember.
This is the opposite of the thing that I love about Blues, where it's because my first Sentai was Shinkenger.
Yeah.
So that's like my main impression of like the red is the leader, strong, steadfast, bold. The blue is also a secondary leader, but steadfast towards the red. He is the retainer, the immediate retainer of red, and he is like the right hand of everything. So this is like sort of the opposite, where it's like, okay, enemies first, then it's the retainer type deal. Which I feel like there's more of a mutual teamwork of that than Shinkenger, where it was like a lord and then a retainer.
My phone's going off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I put a song on to stream it.
Oh, okay.
Good picture. I think I'm a fan of this lady.
I think you've been a fan.
All right. Oh yeah, flashback to when Bundario crashed.
Here we go.
It's louder than I thought it was.
Yeah, I hear it over here. That's what I was saying. I have bad hearing.
There, you can't hear it no more. See, in order for a stream or anything to count, you have to have volume on. You can't just silently watch.
That.
Same with YouTube videos.
What?
You have to have the volume on. You can't just have it mute and play. Apparently.
That is so interesting.
Yeah, which is why every time our episode premieres and I have it playing live, I gotta have the volume on. Yeah. So that happened. So we find out that the reason was ISA, and we find out also that ISA is who hired him, was her shock.
Yep.
Here.
And that it was before her time, so she's new to the ISA.
Sure, but it's not, because...
How long ago was that?
No, because she answers to the exact same dude.
Yeah.
So they sort of say that to excuse, like, oh, she doesn't know. She clearly doesn't know. But it was more like Tire handle saying that to like, oh, don't worry, they're not lying to you. It's just probably somebody new.
Yeah.
They're lying to her, or they're not telling her everything, which isn't unexpected. I mean, it's an intelligence agency or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we find out that ISA hired Chashiro after this, where Bundario landed in Taya's property,
Mm-hmm.
and they wanted to go investigate it or whatever, and he found Bundario.
Yundi.
And then he said he told him a lie or whatever, which I guess up until recently, nobody knew that Bundario was here, an alien, a robot, and that's what actually crash landed.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't fucking matter at all, I guess.
Yeah, because they're just out and about.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
So he's the distraction, and I thought it was funny that he's walking up and not one of them is looking at him yet.
No, they're terrible bodyguards.
They should have already been looking at him. All four of them should have been looking at him already.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not all four, because then from the other side.
They're clocking in on this giant ass robot.
Yeah. They go, no. It's funny that that's how they're like, just put no stop. Surely they know about these guys that are walking around getting. Yeah. I mean, Bune Diesel says like everybody gets one signature only.
Yeah.
Because he has that like celebrity type status.
The kids love him.
Yeah. Surprise.
It's those guys.
Those guys from the first episode.
Yeah.
They show up.
Oh.
What?
Those are English guys.
Disagree.
You think so?
Yeah. So they show up, and this is his house. Chashiro's trying to take something from their house. He is like a mafia mob boss type guy. What's on your arm?
Nothing.
Oh.
Hurts.
And yeah, these are the guys from the first episode. No, well, I guess it happens later. And then this plot happens with no Mira.
No.
Mira does not see them, and they don't see her not once, which I thought was interesting. It sort of lets the characters live in the universe without relying on their past interactions. This is another one of your favorite
It's
things,
so good.
where it zooms in, and there he is actually.
It just zooms in behind him, just stock footage of trees or whatever, and then he's actually there.
I'm sure that's footage they did record.
Yeah, true. And he's there.
Yeah, that's a good shot. And he gets in there. They're walking around. Yeah, that's when we remember where they're from.
Yeah.
So yeah, they hire them, I guess, to like, because the kid likes them a lot. So they pop out, and that's when they remember. Oh, it's those fuckers who destroyed our car last time.
Who chased us down?
Yeah.
Banana.
Yaru car needs to be big again, just for fun.
Yeah, right. They haven't rode Yaru since the first episode.
And then they're like, well, I don't remember that dude. It was arguably their first villainous thing they did.
Yeah, it's land on the planet and then run these guys off the road, and they don't remember. That's
pretty great. This was cool too.
Yeah,
where
straight
they all
up
go
guns.
to shoot, and they all get them right in the chest.
These guys are excellent shots.
They did it.
Pop, 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 pop.
And they're dumb too. 'Cause they keep shooting them in the chest, and they all get bodied. And he should be dead. Even Gio got socked in the face once.
Yeah.
Well, with the baseball, but still. And yeah, I was surprised that the plan was still going, where the gasoline is the main line.
Whoa. Whoa.
I should have taken a not so bright screenshot, but I like this a lot because Sakito's loving it. He always looks like he's having fun every time he has to henshin or fight or anything. He's always smiling, and I love that about him. He's always like, all right, let's have fun. So it's going to hurt so much more whenever he gets knocked down a peg.
Yeah.
Too.
Whenever he gets humbled brutally.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Look at that fighting pose, dude.
I like his fingers, too. His hands.
Yeah.
They're actually going to include more hands for all the Boonboomgers in the Yudo set, too.
Oh, cool.
He's getting a set of those hands.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
They're all getting pose hands. So Mira's What does she do? This
Victory, yeah.
She's getting her V hands.
Nice.
Peace hands.
They get boxing gloves.
Once again, Bundizo doesn't do anything
Oh man.
except try to take off his gloves.
Yeah. And be his coach in the corner.
Another zoom in.
So good.
Yeah, so we see the thing he's trying to steal is this key. And he doesn't tell him what it was, just that it was a key. You can assume though, right? Like,
Yeah.
why? Also, if your boss is telling you to steal a key, that never can be good.
No.
You're trying to take something from somebody else to open something, even if you think it's a regular key.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked.
I need you to steal this key from me. What?
Yeah. So yeah, it turns out to be a Shalian key.
Why do they need that key? Ooh, who knows?
We'll see. Yeah, Chachiro shows up and he's fighting.
Oh, that's when she finds out.
Yeah, so this was the one thing.
Yeah.
He's like, they're at the Aori estate, and she's like, Aori estate, and we don't get any more information. Like, why was she supposed to be marrying him?
Yeah.
What happened with all that? None of that gets explained here.
Because it doesn't matter.
I guess yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'd like to know.
I would need to know.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. They're henching together.
Yeah.
These three, they like line up. Yeah.
Yes.
And then this is just a great picture. I like this a lot too. So they're posing, they're doing their thing right here in front of the camera, right? And they're gonna henshin, they're gonna transform.
They're doing it.
Look at Bundario.
Oh, he's bracing. Oh, he does it.
He does the whole thing with them. I didn't notice it until I was taking
that.
these pictures. Yeah, he does the arm wave
Nice
thing and boom. Yeah, it's pretty great. And she's just watching him.
I mean, I'm sure he made the poses, right? He made those stuff. He made those poses.
Probably. I like the explanation in Sentai and Rider is that I don't know. When I hit the thing, I just started doing this involuntarily. It just happened.
Just like in Kyryuger, the dancing. I love that.
We just hear the music and like, oh, yeah. I think
Vámonos mucho.
I think it happens in Gaim too.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking about was Gaim.
Yeah, they just do. It just happens. Part of it's a package deal. So yeah, he tells. This took me out a little bit. Like I was telling you when we were watching it. He just tells everybody what he's getting, what he's stealing, what he's doing. Not everybody.
There's no
his
secrecy.
friends. He's telling the team, yeah, I was hired to take this, and look, it's this. What the hell's going on? And then he asks, he's telling them, hey, that's ours. And he finds out Cannonborg visited them to offer them solace. Like whenever they take over, these humans will still be there, and they'll get a piece of the pie or whatever.
Be big bosses still.
And this key is like to signify the relationship. I guess it's to help the death aliens, the hash aliens, to more resources maybe, or maybe they needed to get money from them to buy things for. I don't know, whatever.
Something.
But it was sort of like to signify a union between them two, and they're hype about it. Sucks.
God, look at that.
It's like, oh, we can get people to do whatever we want.
Look at that chain.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And good scene here. They had no idea.
No, they didn't care.
They don't know at all what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Because Chashiro's like, what do y'all know about this shit? And they're like, Cannonborg? What? They didn't tell us nothing. Oh, here's you like this too.
I love this so much. Yeah.
For some reason, they felt the need to explain how the Boonboomgers get everywhere so fast. And they just, I guess...
It's like it's Speed Racer.
Yeah.
They're just Speed Racer and everywhere.
And they just get there. They get to where they need to go, because this isn't even where they're trying to get to. Bad Rex stops them.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, so they just... Yeah. But yeah, they're just straight up... They're not talking to each other or anything. It's just a scene of them on a CG highway with their wheels going.
Yeah, and you see it happening, and it's like, oh, cool. It's like like a cool little picture.
Yeah. Like, I thought it was a... eye catch?
Yeah.
I don't know where, like, oh yeah, here's an eye catch.
But then it just keeps on going. It's like a 10-15 second scene.
Yeah. And they get there, and yeah, Mad Rex. Yeah, they're watching. Yeah.
Where's that stool from?
Bundi just pulls out a stool, a water bottle in his hand, a towel, and then he has a heating pad too that he puts on his neck. Cause whatever.
Yeah, whatever. He's coaching.
And Chashiro does a cool henshin sequence where he like uses his body of the auto to transform, and he slides it. Yeah, it's great whenever they do this. But yeah, like I said, dude has no legs. It sucks.
Yeah,
it's boring. I actually mentioned if they had just put him boxer shorts.
Yep.
Regular so boxer shorts. You maybe put the imprint of the Death Alien on it, like the logo of it. That's all I really needed. It didn't need to be like spiky boxer shorts or studded or anything. Just regular little boxer shorts with the Alien logo on it. That would have made me so much better, feel better about the no leg thing.
Yeah. It would have looked a lot more like a boxer, which is what the thing you're going for.
Yeah. And then Boonboomger, and then he gets his gun out, but while he does that, he also gets gloves on. And I like this a little bit. They're actually like squaring out. They're like real boxing. They're like
They touch gloves in the beginning.
Yeah. And they're like squaring out, right? Squaring off?
Yeah.
Like going in circles. Yeah, he uses that. And also it's just
Speed Racer.
We're just all doing this shit today, yeah.
Yeah.
His punch goes and it hits.
Oh god, it's so good.
Like the blue car that he has. And he swerves and moves out the way. Oh no. And then he sees, well, more than this, it's an anime is what this is, yeah. On the other side, Purple's there.
Whoa.
Violet, and he gets him, stalks him, and his is obviously Bune Diesel.
Oh, look at that punch pose.
Give him everything.
Yeah.
And then they explain what happened here, which is pretty great.
Stickers.
So he avoided and he looked for that car coming down the road that way, but he didn't see on the other side. And that's how Bune D got him. So they tied it back into the car thing instead of just being boxing.
Yeah,
it's actually look both ways or whatever. Whenever
it's car things.
And then here we are. They do the thing together. They flip.
My God, look at that.
Punch. Comic book. This is like Baku. What is it?
Baki Hanma.
Punching boxer anime thing, manga.
Baki or Kengan Ashura.
Or you know more than I do. And they do it. Oh, and good. They even fist bump.
Or Hajima Ippo.
Ippo.
Yeah, Ippo is good.
Yeah. But he's big and he gives him.
Yeah.
He gives him that one.
Look at that, just two of them.
Yeah, just two of them. And they do a special combination too, which I really like. Somebody mentioned in a comment, like on episode 3 or 4, maybe even later than that. No, way later than that, where they had more cars. This toy line is meant to be like mix and match, however you want to play. And I like that they experiment with that in the show too. Like this is Bune Diesel's wings, Bune Diesel's gun, Boom Boom off-road.
Yeah.
No, wagon.
No, I think it is wagon.
And pink is off-road. Either way, it's one of those two. And then the monster head tank thing. And that's not like an official form at all, but it works because the parts do come together like that. Kind of like Ryu Soldier too, where you can just make whatever the hell you want. So his plan is he made him small, put him in his little thing, and he just smashes him.
Just straight up.
Just smashes him over and over again.
And gets his hammer stuck.
I like that the plan is like, no, wait, we can fly. That's right. And they just do. They get out. And I appreciate that they put this dude on the wires in the green screen so they could do this.
I love that he should be like normal size, right? Maybe.
Not yet. He just came out. Yeah. Now he is.
There you go.
For some reason. Yeah, he just comes out and I'm big again.
Nice. Good job.
You like this shot too?
Yes, where it's just like top down. It's a longer shot of just him with the steering wheel. I love that. I feel like we don't ever get that a lot.
Yeah, and then the big thing is that they do a fist out of his mouth.
Not throw up dolphins.
Destroys him. Yeah, look at that combo. It's weird. Oh yeah, and then so these guys are fighting Mad Rex, and Boone Red is like, I'm sick of this shit, and he sicks him hard on his head.
Yeah, real hard, like way too hard.
hard on his head, so hard that he starts crying. No, that like seemingly memories come back to him.
Yeah.
And as they're gonna take him down, Boon Orange shows up to stop him.
Mentioned.
And he points at him and tells him, "Hey, where's this race?" And Mad Rex is like, "This race is here?"
Yep. That's hilarious. I
great.
love that.
It's great because, yeah, what? And then I don't remember if we actually see them go back to. No, we don't. So yeah, he just leaves.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what the condition of him is, but we know he's like getting some stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
And then he stops them from chasing after Gemba.
Don't go after Gemba.
Because that's Gemba's, they're letting him cool off or whatever. He gives him the key and he takes off, and then Tyre comes out as if Tyre was privy to the plan the whole time.
Yeah, like he knew.
I don't know if ISA knew. Maybe they know he's gonna tell him. And then he calls. I'm assuming the Lightning Tech CEO, the Go Hero guy.
The Go Hero guy.
And he smiles.
Yeah. Creepy smile.
Creepy. And yeah, I think here they're like, okay, well, if we gotta, we gotta. Who knows who we're gonna be. If there's backstabbings or anything. What
does he say? There's a really good line he says. It says, maybe we're not just fighting the Hush aliens.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
You got the line?
That's what no, not exactly the line, but reading the summary right here, it's Boonboomger's mission remains the same, which is to save people screaming for help.
We might not be fighting only the Hash aliens. Even if that's the case, we'll answer the call.
Yes.
When we hear screams, we'll rush to them. Yeah.
That's a good line. So good.
Nothing's changed. So I do like that he is, or they are still steadfast in being heroes.
Yes, that's so good.
And I like that they are sort of accepting that, yeah, this is not going to be that easy. This is going to kind of suck maybe. And I'm glad that he's sort of aware of that, because that means he might have to deal with his father figure thing. So I like that he's already getting suspicious of it. I hope if it happens, it'll be emotional or whatever, but I hope we don't get a moment where something terrible happens and he sees him, turns out he's betraying him, and he's like, oh no, instead of
breaks down.
Yeah, versus fuck, I knew it, you motherfucker.
Yeah. Having the cool demeanor.
Yeah, 'cause he better keep that cool demeanor.
Yeah.
Where he's like, yeah, I already knew you were gonna do that. Open your wallet. I took it, or something.
Shit.
Something. Look at your cell phone footage for your camera at home.
You've already been found out.
It's all it's all over the TV. You're helping the Hash aliens. Something. I hope that's because that's his character and everything. But they want to give him a little more character development and more, I guess, emotional stakes to it. Then they would have him be betrayed and all that. But this sort of makes me feel like, no, they're on their toes about this. They know what's going on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's how the episode ends, and then we have
the best PSA, the mid-credit PSA. The heroes encourage the viewers to check their surroundings before crossing. Please, God.
Yeah.
That was the downfall of the auto in this episode.
Yeah. So, also, we saw that in Gavv 1.
Oh yeah, we did. Check your surroundings, please.
What did you think of the episode?
Oh, also a note, like how yesterday, like how last episode, the note was that Gemba does not appear in the episode.
Oh, he doesn't appear unhinged.
Gemba does not appear untransformed in this episode.
Yeah.
Wow.
Easy day for him. Cool.
Yeah. Just came in for voices. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what did you think of the episode?
It was really good. I give it a. Oh man, those it would normally be an 8, but those shots make it like a 10 out of 10. Yeah. Those shots every time, and then the anime effects, like Showa anime, like Speed Racer type things at the very end.
Yep.
The story of it is great, but the garnish and the extras and the accents just put up to another level.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was a good episode. Can't wait to see what's coming next with English subtitles.
Yeah.
Especially since the preview for episode
30?
32.
Oh, 30. Okay, so this week's.
The previews that aired, are very hype. Have you seen them?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So that's going to be it for the podcast.
You did a podcast?
Yeah, we did a podcast.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, everybody, for listening, for watching. Once again, like, comment, and subscribe. I am Super Blastex everywhere. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. On YouTube, you're right here, so go ahead and just subscribe. Thank you very much.
And I have been TokuTony. You can follow me everywhere at TokuTony, except for Twitter. On Twitter, I am Tony Toku. So that's TokuTony on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Cash App, OfferUp, everywhere.
If I were you, I would change your name on Twitter to TokuTony
Official
1, TokuTony 2, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or your favorite number, or the TokuTony.
Yeah. Or TokuTony, another TokuTony.
Or Toku_Tony.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. I just had another TokuTony. I'm big brain. Alrighty, that's it. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you for listening. Bye-bye.